Hi and welcome. Looks like the lighting's okay. Awesome. Good. Let me grab my notes real quick. So hi, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys joined me today. My name is Elena Tercero and I am the owner and founder of Little Light Accounting, a CPA firm based in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And today I want to talk to you specifically about hiring your children in your business. So, high level overview. Can you hire your children as employees? Simple answer, yes. As it is with taxes, it is always more complicated than just a yes. So, hiring your children, yes, it is possible. It will help you because it is an expense that is going out, so it will decrease your taxable income as the business owner. Your taxable income from your business will then stream into your personal tax return. Typically, always, the parents are taxed more than the children are. So you're decreasing your taxable income, and then we'll talk about your children as well and the effects that it has on them for their taxes. So the job, of course, needs to be reasonable for your child. So I have, my husband and I have 4 children. So our oldest is almost 12. So the types of job responsibilities that I'm going to give her is going to be completely different than if I were to hire my 7-year-old son. So they need to be reasonable for what they can do. So my 12-year-old, she has become a whiz at iMovie. I can't wait to share some of her videos because I'm shocked. I really am shocked at what she can do. She is fading videos in and out. She did this one where she took a video of her standing. She was in her pajamas, and so she was standing here and she turned around and she cut the video perfectly so that way when she turned back around she was dressed in her clothes, so it made it look like she just, you know, spun around and changed her clothes. So she's gonna do voiceovers on them. So for my daughter, I know that she can do things related to social media. My videos right here on Periscope. If I wanted to hire her to help me put them into a template and then upload them to my YouTube channel, I could totally have her do that. So those are the sorts of things that it needs to be age appropriate. Now my 7-year-old, I'm not going to be able to give him something like that on social media to be able to do. But if I have filing that I need for him to do, he knows his alphabet, he knows how to spell, he can read. I have a stack of paperwork that is on my desk and I need all of that filed, then he can take care of that for me. So make sure that what you're giving them is age appropriate, number 1. That there's reasonable compensation, number 2. So depending on what you are going to have them do, you want to make sure that you're looking in the marketplace at what other people are paying these types of people to do. So I was talking a little bit ago about my almost 12-year-old daughter helping me with my social media, putting in things into iMovie. Well, I'm gonna look to see what I would spend doing that if I were to outsource it to somebody else, and then compensate her reasonably for that. So my 3-year-old, I probably cannot hire her because I'm not sure what she'll really be able to do, what value she's gonna add to my company and to what I need for her to do. She's going to be so off task. So make sure, you know, that it's age appropriate. So my older kids can definitely help me. You want to make sure that the job is reasonable. Now, one thing that you want to look at is you want to make sure that when you're paying them, so in order to benefit for both you and your child, you want to make sure that you're paying them up to the standard exemption that they're allowed, or that you are allowed for them. So for 2014, it was $3,950. Right now, the IRS still has not put out the new tax exemptions and all of that kind of stuff. So they're estimating it to be $4,000, but even if you just keep it at the $3,950 for this year, what you can do is you can hire your child or children to be able to help you in your business, and just know that that total yearly amount that you're going to pay them is the $3,950. So that way it benefits both you and your child, because if your child earns over $600 in a tax year, then they have to file a tax return. Their exemption from taxes is going to be $3,950, which means they will not owe any taxes at the end of the year. So that will definitely help them. It will help you because you then have taken that $3,950 of your income, you've taken it down by that dollar amount. So you do want to make sure that the business is owned by you, the taxpayer, and it can't be a partnership. So if you own a business with your best friend, you won't be able to take this deduction. So it's a sole proprietor type thing. Or if you and your husband own the business, or your spouse owns the business together, then you can take that deduction for hiring your children. And there's also, so you would pay them as an employee, so you would be taking the taxes, the employee taxes, the employment taxes, and the employer and the employee taxes out. But because you're hiring your child, there are also exemptions from having to take that as well. So you're not having to pay those taxes, federal employment taxes. So you do definitely want to track the job that your child or children are doing, so that way you have a timesheet if that's how you're going to do it. Typically, they're in school nine months out of the year, so it's going to be a part-time job for them most of the time. Summer can pick it back up, but make sure you have that documentation to prove that they were working what they were working on and the times that they were working. So I just want to do a real quick recap. My name is Elena Tercero. I am the owner and founder of Little Light Accounting, CPA firm based in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And today we're talking about hiring your children for your business. And yes, you can hire your child in your business. You want to make sure that the job that they are doing is age appropriate, number one, that your compensation is reasonable for what it is that they're doing. And then also that you keep that dollar amount. You can of course pay them more than the standard deduction, the $3,950. But if you do, just do keep in mind that there is a chance that they will need to pay taxes on the amount that's above the $3,950. So if you want to pay them more, they're doing more and they deserve that extra income, then of course do pay them. But to minimize their need to pay into taxes, keep that in mind. And make sure to keep a timesheet. Record keeping is really critical when you're hiring your employees, and really are hiring your children, but really in general, if you do have employees and you are paying them with a W-4 as opposed to a 1099, so a contract employee versus an actual employee, you do want to make sure that you do have the timesheets from them if you are paying them hourly. So I really do hope that you found value in this. I do have on my website some tax tips for you that you can download. Grab my little paper real quick and put this up. And if you have any other questions while I'm showing this, please feel free to type them in. If you did find value, make sure to share. Just click on the little guy down below There's swipe up if you're on the iPhone, or swipe right if you're on an Android, and share this with your followers as well if you did find value in it. So you can get more tax tips at bit.ly/LLA tax tips. And you can sign up for my free tax guide, as well as other information that I'm sending out related to your business expenses, tax deadlines, and the like for your business. So I really do hope that you enjoyed today. Thank you very, very much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to talk about continuing education and how those educational seminars or online information that you're purchasing, how that can benefit you, not only from a business standpoint, but also on your taxes. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And if you do want to catch any of my other broadcasts, this one will be up for 24 hours. But if you want to take a look at any of my previous Periscopes, you can go to catch.me/Elena Tercero. It's KATCH.me. And I am also working on actually putting them onto my YouTube channel. So I've got one up so far, my very first one. I'm just putting them in order. You can check that out on YouTube as well. I am Elena Tercero across all social media platforms. So I do look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for joining.